Hello Year 8. You'll notice something different today. I'm filming myself because my trusty helper, Mr. Bloat, has gone fishing. Boy, I wish I was with him because it's such a beautiful day and the ocean is just so still and beautiful. But anyway, I'm here with you this beautiful Sunday and I am making apricot and apple crunchy bars. Well, it's sort of like a slice and we cut them up into bars. They are sort of healthy for you. It's got oats in it, not too much sugar, but there is sugar in the fruit. So it's one of those things you'd have maybe a slice every couple of days until it's all gone, but you wouldn't have it like 2 or 3 pieces a day. But it's delicious and you're going to enjoy it. So I'll see you in a minute. So we have a saucepan ready to put my fruit and apple juice in to boil. We've got 225 grams of butter. Now a whole block of butter is 250, so I just had to take 25 grams off and it's ready to go. I've got half a cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of apricots, and then 3/4 cup of apples, except I'm not doing that. I'm doing a half a cup of apples and 1/4 cup of peaches to make 3/4 cup. But you could put any fruit you wanted. It can be dates, raisins, mango, anything you've got at home that you want to cut up and put in this bar, you can. 3/4 cup of apple juice, the same thing. If you do not have apple juice, you can use orange juice. You can use water, it doesn't really matter, but apple juice just adds a little bit more flavor. Then we've got 1.5 cups of rolled oats, and then we've got 1 cup of plain flour. Now you'll think, oh, that's a bit funny looking plain flour. Well, it is because it's just about 3/4 cup of plain flour, and then I've put a couple of tablespoons of almond meal. Almond meal is very finely ground almond, and it can be replaced for flour. And because this was supposed to be wholemeal flour, I just thought it might be a little bit healthier, and I didn't have wholemeal flour. Now, we have our tray. Now, if you're at school, you would have been using one of them. So, what I'm using is nearly double that size because that's what you would have made. One of those each or one big one. So, I'm making one big one. Okie dokie, I'll get back to you in a second. Again. So we have our creamed butter and sugar, and then I'm going to add my flour and my oats. Now, while I was creaming the butter and sugar, I had my fruit on with the apple juice and it was boiling for just until most of the liquid is gone. You don't want all the liquid to go on because then it'll get too like a toffee. You just want it to be nice and softened, and then I've used my stick blender and I have pureed it up. If you do not have a stick blender, do not fear. You can use a potato masher or a food processor, or you can, before you even put it in the apple juice, cut the fruit up into teeny tiny pieces, and then it will be easy to mash with a fork. I'll get back to you. So there you go. We have the mixture, we have our fruit, and what I've done is I've squashed half of this mixture, that mixture there, half of that into the tray, which I have greased, and then what you do is you put half on, then you put the fruit, and then you finish off with this again. So you have 3 layers. As you can see here with the finished product, you've got the biscuit layer, you've got the fruit layer, and then you've got the crumble layer on top. So that's what it looks like when it comes out. Just beautiful. So I'm going to put this one in the oven. So I'll finish off putting my fruit on, and then I'll put the top layer of the mixture and pop it in the oven. You cook it until it's nice and brown on top, not burnt, but just nice and brown. See how that's nice and brown here? and then you have to put it in the fridge overnight, which is what I've done because it needs to set. Before you put it in the fridge though, while it's still warm, you cut it into bars. So I think I got 1, 2, 3, I got 3 across and 4 down, I think, or 5 down. So I ended up with about 12 or 15 pieces. That's why they're called bars, okay? Because they look like bars. Beautiful. So enjoy making them, and I will see you later. I think I need Mr. Bloat's back. See ya.